Welcome back everybody, Maverick here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Super Mario Bros. 2 on the NES, and we're on the final world, World 7. We're about to hop in with Peach and take down Wart. World 7, Level 1. Now this isn't some grassland or nighttime world or desert world. We're not jumping on wells. No, we're in the sky. We're going towards a castle in the sky, which is pretty cool. The castle in the sky theme is always cool. Alright, now you do have to pick up this subspace potion here and backtrack a little bit. Come back here, and voila, your mushroom. The mushrooms on this level, World 7 Level 1, are not difficult to find. And getting hit right there is not a big deal because we're about to refill our health again. Come in this little house here, and you'll find the second subspace potion. So you get both of them right off the bat, pretty promptly. Now what makes this level hard, why it's a level in World 7, is that where do you go from here? So there's nowhere to go in this room, right? So you come back out and you're like, well, there's nowhere to go out here either. So eventually you'll figure out you have to jump on a bird. One of these guys. Any bird, pick a bird, and ride them over all the way to the left. And you see these Roman columns, some are short, some are tall. Well, at the very beginning when we went up that ladder, there was a very tall Roman column to our left. This one, and again this one. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way over here. We're gonna catch a rocket ship. Wow, we hit that bird with the rocket ship. It was unfazed though. And now that in itself is a okay, why am I letting that thing hit me? That in itself is a very difficult thing to figure out the first time you play this game. Once you get to this area right here, it's just threw that guy up there. It's not an easy area to get through because these little cloud things here, well, oh, look at that star over there. Hell yeah. Get 5 cherries and a star will present itself. This is going to be very helpful, actually. Alright, if you can run all... If I recall, the star will not last all the way down to that lower level. Maybe it will. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Whew, okay, get the star. That makes that part a lot easier. And I think there are 5 cherries there, so just pick them all out and get your star. Okay, now this... But again, this next part's not easy either. You've got these little electric ball things coming around. I like to kill them one at a time. With any luck, we'll also get a heart to refill our hexagon health over there. Okay, here we go. Gotcha. Now don't run. Oh, look at that. A heart. We've got full health. Perfect. Don't rush this right here. And in fact, I would recommend avoiding that ladybug thing above us and offsetting this to the right so you can super jump up here. And then I also recommend going up the right ladder because there's like a guy shooting pellets over there. I don't want anything to do with that. Now we're coming up here, this white hut. There's going to be a Birdo inside, and it's kind of like the architect said at the end of the Matrix movies. Like, we've become very efficient at taking out that city. Well, I don't know how many times we've beaten Birdo. Let's just say 10. We've beaten Birdo. Actually, I think the quote in the Matrix is, we've destroyed Birdo 10 times, and we have become exceedingly efficient at it. Let's see if that's true. Now it's a gray Birdo, so he's only shooting fire at us, which is unwelcomed. Oh, I just jumped into him. What am I doing? Okay. Luckily, we've got full health. Now, if you pick that up if you are in animation when a fireball goes through you, you will not get hit. That's also true of other enemies, like if you pick up a plant or something like that and they go through you, you're not going to get hit. You just have to time it right. I wouldn't say that was exceedingly efficient, though. Regardless, we're now heading into World 7 Level 2, the final level of the game. Now, the castle in the sky theme is still very much intact. We are in the sky, and we're about to enter the castle. Now, these guys, you do not want to start off the final level of the game getting hit by one of those guys. I just jump over them, come into the castle. Alright, now watch out for these shy guys right off the bat, because sometimes this moving walkway will turn you around, and I don't know, this moving walkway is going to be a problem, I'll say that. Alright, so far so good. Now, okay, do you see this? That chain going down right there? Keep that in mind, because there's another chain over here that goes up. Now this is a split pathway. What we're going to do is we're going to take the chain going down and we're going to circle all the way around the castle to that chain right there. I'll point it out when we get back to it. Alright, here we go. Down the chain we go. Now this isn't a particularly difficult area right here, but it's a good place to kill enemies and start, you know, every 8 enemies that you kill, a heart will appear. You want to kill enemies where you can on this level, because there are a lot of tricky areas, and I bet we will need a heart eventually. So take advantage of killing enemies when you can. Especially with these guys. There's going to be moments in this level where these guys are a pain in our ass, and we're not going to be able to kill them like this. We won't have mushroom tiles. Notice that door stopped the mushroom tile. That's very interesting. Okay, now this is not a hard room, but you will get hit if you're not paying attention. I'm speaking from experience. So just take it slow. Watch out, this guy's going to come circling back around if you're not quick. Same here. Same here. Look at that. Take it slow though, nice and easy. And we're at the bottom of the castle, and this is where the first subspace potion can be found. I like to toss it right there on that column, if I can get on it. And there you go, your first mushroom. Now you're gonna need the mushrooms. I know you don't have to get the mushroom in every level. They're always helpful. For someone of my skill level, the mushrooms are absolutely necessary in this final level. Okay, now we're at the bottom of the castle. We're gonna start working our way up. I gotta say, this area, upcoming area, is one of my least favorite parts. This area right here, I always get hit on it. But if we can get past it without getting hit... Oh shoot, no. Oh no, okay, we got hit, damn. Okay, well, here's how you're supposed to do it. We can't afford to get hit again, so I'm not gonna get hit here. Wow. Talk about an all-time jinx. Now this is a problem because we're about to have to fight, not in this next room, but in the room after this one. We're gonna have to fight a Birdo on a moving walkway, which is incredibly tough, and it's a big ask to do it with just one hit left. But I think we're up to the challenge. Okay, it's not this room, but the next one. Promise this is the last time I'll say that. Alright, let's focus up, because that Birdo's not going to be a pushover on the moving walkway. Alright, so far so good. Jump up here. I like to stay to the left. You don't have to, of course. Okay, moving walkway Birdo. Now this is going to be one of 2 moving walkway Birdos, and they're tough because you got to catch the egg. I'm not wasting this egg until I'm... Oh, I wasted an egg. Why do I keep jinxing myself? Okay, I'll wait till he jumps because it's so hard to get the timing right. Now, the way to catch an egg on this is very difficult, but the way to do it is to jump up in the air and then land on it. God, I wasted... That's what I meant by wasting an egg, by the way. Not that first one where I just totally whiffed. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm not going to waste this one. I'm not going to waste it. Patience. Patience. Wait for the jump. There we go. Now, we should be able to get to the next subspace potion without getting hit. Should be able to. We haven't died yet in this playthrough, so no reason to start now. Now, to the right, you can hear the boss music. If you go to the right, that will lead you towards the boss. We're not there yet. We got to go back to get our other subspace potion. Okay, nice and easy. 1 hit to go. Okay. Ooh, that was close. Oh my goodness. I tried to jump and float to the right, and I didn't really get the height right. That was playing with fire there. Okay, now this chain right here is the chain that we could have gone up at the first. You'll notice this is quite a bit more of a difficult pathway here right off the bat. Okay, now come into this door here though. We're on the outside of the castle. This will lead us to the second subspace potion and our second mushroom. In this door right here. Okay. Looks like we're gonna make it. What a miracle. I think it's this one over here. Now I don't remember where the mushroom is, so I'm just gonna put it somewhere safe in the middle here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, previously when we got down to 1 hit, it wasn't a huge deal. All we had to do was not get hit until the next subspace potion, but from here on out, Any hit we take will be one less hit we've got for the boss. So let's try not to get hit. Let's try not to jinx ourselves. That's a good start. I keep jinxing myself, so maybe I should just stop saying that, but I feel like it's gotta be said, right? Alright, now climb up the side of the castle and we'll head back in. Now a lot of characters can just make this jump right here, but with Peach you gotta super bounce. Alright, now I really do not like this area. This is tough. For me, this is tough. God, how did I do? That's one less hit we've got for Wart. That is not a good start, I gotta say. Not a good start. Frustrating start. Okay, that's a tricky jump right there. The fact that we didn't get hit there is okay. That makes up for if I can get up this chain, that makes up for getting hit earlier on in that ascending area. Okay, now I do kind of want to try to take some of these guys out because we could get a heart out of this. Damn, does that not count as like enemy kills? That would have been nice. Alright, be careful on this moving walkway and duck. Don't chance it. Don't try to run forward and chance it, ducking at the last minute, because I've been hit 1,000 times that way. Alright, second Birdo on a moving pathway, and this one is probably even harder because you've got a shorter runway here, which means a lot of those eggs are going to bounce off the wall and hit you if you don't time it right. I'm not going to waste this. Oh, and look, he's got a key. And there's a phantom mask just waiting to get our ass as soon as we pick it up. So this is a really unforgiving area. This is what makes this level hard. Okay, now we got that key. Get it and run. And I like to drop it right here. One, it gets the mask off your ass, but two, it kills that little electric ball thing. Okay, give us a heart. Oh yes, there's our heart. Full health heading into the sub-boss. And guess who the sub-boss is? No, it's not a Birdo. It's not a Birdo. Any guesses? You're about to see it. Now leave this here strategically. Place this one here. Where is the boss? It's this eagle ass right here. Alright, watch this. He's going to come to life. Pick up a tile pretty immediately. Now he always moves forward immediately after you hit him, so get out of his way. Oof. Get out of my way. Hit him. Okay, now he's going to go forward, so be cognizant of that. Come back here. 3 hits, and he opens his mouth, leading. Don't worry about these masks. I know we've got PTSD from these phantom masks, but none of them are going to come active. This is Wart and me going at it. Now, Wart doesn't like vegetables, and we've got vegetables right here. What we have to do is avoid his bubbles and... Oh, I timed it wrong. Hit him. I guess feed him these vegetables. You're supposed to throw him into his mouth is the idea. You can only hurt him when his mouth is open, but oh, look at that. He got our vegetable. But if his mouth is open, oh, look at this. Is this a tomato? I don't know. If his mouth is open and you hit him anywhere, it usually gives it to you. Alright, I'm not doing so good on my accuracy for hitting him with these. Now, he's not terribly hard. I'll say that. There are, I don't know, harder bosses in the game than this. Was the upgraded Triclide harder? Yeah. Was the Fry guy harder when he goes into those smaller fire guys? Yeah, that was definitely harder. Now, the frustrating thing about this for me is that I don't have my timing down. I mean, it's probably... Look at that. That's what I mean by timing. I'm getting a lot of throws, a lot of shots on goal, but I'm not actually scoring. There we go. That was a hockey analogy, which I don't really know the rules of hockey, so it's a weird analogy for me to make, but I think it makes sense. Now we're scoring, though, with the vegetables. Come here. One more, I think. I think you have to hit him 6 times, something like that. This does beg the question why he's allowing vegetables. Oh, look at that. I think that's it. Oh, and a vegetable to spare. Anyways, if he hates vegetables and they can kill him, why is he in a room that's spitting out vegetables? Whatever. We've beaten the game. We're going to uncork this vase. And the first time I saw this, I was like, whoa, what are we doing? Releasing a bunch of Bezos. Those aren't Bezos technically, they're subcon fairies, which means that Wart had, oh look at this, contributor princess. We beat all 20 levels with the princess. If you split it up and beat different levels with different people, they'll get a number account for each person. Alright, the subcon fairies did something off screen to Wart. But basically Wart had captured or imprisoned Dreamland, and us releasing the subcon fairies is, I don't know, putting Dreamland back to normal. What a wild story. If you had any doubts, this confirms that, yeah, this was a dream the entire time. What is Mario thinking? I mean, does Mario dream of this kind of stuff every night? Subcon fairies? Saving Dream World? I like his hat, though. No one wears the hat to bed anymore. We should bring that back. Cast. Mario. Luigi. Princess. See, they're still calling her Princess Toadstool. She's not yet Peach in the Mario franchise at the time of the release of this game. Toad, Shy Guy, Sniffit. Ninji, probably the cutest enemy that we encountered is Ninji. Bezo, looks oddly like a subcon fairy. Porcupo, Tweeter, Bob, Hoopstar, that's the ladybug. Trouter, Pidgeot. Now we're gonna get Panzer, that name makes no sense. Flurry. We're gonna get to the bird, yeah, Albatross. Get it? Not albatross, but albatross, because they're tossing bombs usually. Alright, Phanto, Spark, Subcon, which is Subcon Fairy, Pokey, Birdo, which we know from the manual, that's actually Ostro. And Ostro there is actually Birdo. Autobomb, Cobrat, Mouser, Fry Guy, Rock Lobster, oh look, it says Claw Glip. It should be Claw Grip. And Triclide. Did they discredit Wart? Oh no, here he comes. Big ass toad who hates vegetables. Why is he laughing like that? We just kicked your ass, bruh. And then you get the written out Curse of the End. What a wild game. Fever Dream, that's the only way you can describe Super Mario Bros. 2 on the NES, is it is a literal fever dream that Mario has and we get to play in. Now having said that, it's a difficult game, and I really enjoyed playing it. It had been a very long time since I had played and beaten this game, probably like 20 years. I don't know, maybe not that long, but 15 to 20 years. And coming back to it, playing it again, that was an amazing experience. The game holds up, what can I say? Now, I do not think that the game circles back around. You can watch Mario sleep for as long as you wish until you turn the game off. So that's it for Super Mario Bros. 2. Hope y'all enjoyed the playthrough. I certainly did. Brought back a lot of good memories. I'll see y'all next time. I'm out.